right, let's take a look at the votes. Should Bmonus be a player for China? 96%, 7,000 people said that my fat ass should be a player on the pitch. Time to get skinny. There once was a Chinaman like no other, and while he showed great promise as a youngster, he got fat. But when his country needed him most, he knew that there was only one way to get back into shape, and that was to do the same workout as One Punch Man. Yes, 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Alright, I can't run, but a 10-kilometer walk. Welcome back everyone to the channel, Ruined Everything Career Mode. I believe this is episode 10. Now all jokes aside on the workout, I actually have been losing weight in real life. For you guys who don't know, I was diagnosed pre-diabetic, so I had to lose a bunch of weight. I was severely overweight. Don't call me the fat Asian for nothing. But since I started dieting about 2.5 months ago, I've actually lost 15 pounds. You can't see it on me because I'm still fat. But you can go ahead and track my progress on Twitter. I posted a pic right here. By the way, follow me at Bmonus Gamer. But I actually have been cutting the weight. I've been working out every single day. I've been cutting back on the sugars. On the road from becoming your #1 fat Asian to your #1 skinny Asian. Nah, I'll still be fat. But to keep me accountable, I want to go ahead and add a real life function to this career mode. And for every pound that I lose in real life, I'll get a +2 to all of my stats. And thus, if I lose half a pound, then I'll gain a +1 to all of the stats. But if I gain weight, then I'll minus those stats as well. So the stats can be fluctuating week to week. What do you guys think of that addition to add a new wrinkle into the career mode? I'm pretty sure there are no other career modes on YouTube that have this. Go ahead and vote up in the eye thingies. Also, quick update. A lot of you guys have been asking about the China mod. Is the China mod in there yet? And we are very, very close. As you can see, I am now the international manager of India. So not quite China, but if I click on the China, you can see that everyone in that national team is our China team. Look it up. One Punch Man is playing center back, but he's still in there. But I promise you, in the next episode, when we start season 2, and it will be the first season that we're in the Premier League, this mod will be 100% complete. It'll beat China, and I believe it'll be our first year eligible for the World Cup. So hit that notification bell because you will not want to miss a goddamn single episode. As for us, we sit on January 1st of 2021. We're halfway through our first season in the championship, and we go ahead and take a look at the standings. We're not quite doing so hot. Even with the likes of something like Mary Hamchick and having Paulinho and, greats like Hulk and Carrasco on the team, we're still in 3rd place. We're not even guaranteed promotion. And I also like to point out, in the entirety of this career mode, we have yet to win any silverware. But yeah, we've had automatic promotion every single year, but we've consistently come in 2nd place. So thus, we're gonna need a couple of reinforcements coming into the second half of the season. And you guys went ahead and voted on that. And the 2 top vote getters were Han Kwak Song, the North Korean, coming in with 61% of the votes. And then one that was a little bit more logical, you put Aymeric Laporte, came in 2nd place with 18% of the votes. Because 1, we need a center back desperately. And 2, Laporte has yet to be capped for France nationally. So he is eligible for us to go ahead and nationalize at the end of the season, which you guys will be voting at the end of this episode. But undoubtedly, I'm pretty sure that Han Kwak Song dominated this vote because of 2 reasons. 1, because he's from North Korea. That's funny. And 2, because I actually launched a petition right here to sign Han Kwak Song and rename him Kim Jong-un. And this is a credit from someone who was in the stream. So Aiden Cervantes, I tip my hat to you. I thought my bill was it, but I forgot I had the Chinese hat on. I tip my Chinaman hat to you. So thus, that is what we did. We were bringing in Aymeric Laporte, who came out to an 88. God damn. He was worth like 45 million, so we paid 90, and then his weekly wages he asked for was around 75, so we doubled it to 155. Who's counting? And the other one was Han Kwak Song, who was worth around 9 million. We paid 18 million for him, a steal. He wanted around 35 in the wages, so we're paying him 71. And as tribute to his glorious leader, he has thus taken on the moniker of his beloved dictator. President. What's his actual title? Supreme Leader, I guess? He's taken on the moniker of his Supreme Leader, and he shall now from this point be known as Kim Jong-un, aka Rocket Man. Take a look at his attributes. He's okay. He's got 80 sprint speed, 83 jump in, pretty good acceleration, balance, attack positioning. And then we take a look at his technical attributes. Yeah, it's light greens in a lot of the ball control. Finishing's at 80, heading accuracy 76. He's just like pretty good. I mean, he's 75 overall, and he's got a potential of around, I think, like 83, 85. And then far and away, the most significant signing is Emmerich Laporte, who comes out to an overall of 88. And just look at these stats, man. Sprint speed, stamina, not all the greatest, but you don't really need that in a defender. What I love about him is 90 interceptions, 89 reactions, and 83 strength with 81 composure. Then we get into his defensive stats. It's 89 marking, 91 slide tackle, and 90 stand tackle with 90 heading accuracy. I like it a lot. And he can pass it a bit. He's got a 78 in the long passing, as well as 80 in the short pass. So with these two additions, let's go ahead and hop into the highlights and see how we did in the second half of the season. All right, boys. As for the second half, you know what I usually do. We're going to focus on the FA Cup, and it's a big one at the halfway point. Manchester City early, the boys who knocked us out last year, and early on it looked like they were going to knock us out again. Kevin De Bruyne off of the woodwork, really lucky there. Oh, Manchester City early on. Look at this. Could have easily been another one and cutting us apart. Good save from Bang Wang, and Gabriel Jesus misses a sitter. Don't you miss your chances? Well, this could happen to you. Augie on the overlap, wide open, right in front of the net, and Anderson Talisca is not gonna miss. A simple tap in from the young Brazilian, maybe soon to be Chinaman, we will see. And beautiful floated over the top ball to the Kimchi God. What is he gonna do right here? Death touch to the inside, lays out to Talisca, finds Pereira. Pereira! What a season this young man has been having. He's been taken to China like a duck takes the water. And look at Wayne Gang Jr. giving him a little bit of the huggy poos. Absolute thunder cunt. Woo! Ripped that one right into the back of the net. But then Man City was trying to come back. And almost instantly, about 3 minutes of game time, Man City, too deadly. But we had to put it to bed. Can we end it with the dagger? Yana Carrasco cuts to the inside. Heel to heel. Kind of flicks off. But only as far as the Kimchi God, to Allens and Davies, to Pereira for his second of the game, and we're just gonna rub it in their faces. Oh, if you guys remember last year, I just hated Man City so much. We fought them to a draw, and then they finally knocked us out, and then this year, this happened. What a fantastic finish from Alphonso Davies. All of the Chinamen coming together in probably the best game we've ever played together. And excuse me for a second. Oh, look at this. A terrible touch kind of takes it away from him, but it sits up nicely for the half volley. Delicious off of the woodwork. And now, Manchester City aside, we're going up against Leicester City in the next round of the FA Cup. What would the former champions have in store for us? Early on, another woodwork. We were just lucky today. Maybe our best goalkeeper was actually the frame. But look at this terrible mistake. Leads to an instant chance. Anderson Talisca has been gifted goals in this match. And look at this liquid football. But Schmeichel denies a second. And then they were on the attack right here. Absolutely delightful. Tiki-taka to my balls. Look at this. Barcelona-esque little layoff, unselfish play from Leicester to equalize. We had to dig deep. Then in the 74th minute, great strength from Anderson Talisca. Pereira leads it off into the middle. Wrong sides of the defender. The Kimchi God rises and then descends from the heavens. He is the chosen one. And look at this, deft little move. Oh, wrong sides. The poor fullback, Alphonso Davies, too fast. And 3 away, puts Leicester away. Here's the big match of the regular season. Bournemouth going ahead and leading us by 2 points. So a win here could put us into the lead. The biggest match of the season, and that's what you want from Laporte. That's the difference. He actually gets in a place and makes tackles. Beautiful positioning, and what a miss. Maybe the miss of the season. Alphonso was having such a great run, but that was crucial. And now he's in, and another great save. 2 great opportunities. And then Alphonso Davies one more time. He's not going to miss this one. I switched him over to the left side so that he can shoot just like that on his left foot. Manager of the season. Manager of the season, Cannavaro. Well done. And then Talisca in on space on his non-preferred foot, but he's got a 4-star weak foot. How did he not even put it on target? And with so many missed chances, you knew that it was bound to happen. So frustrating. So simple. Look at that, just cutting inside of a simple corner routine. 92nd minute, the final chance. Talisca off of the wall. And it ends in a draw. Opportunity lost right there, and maybe a crucial loss overall for our season. Are we going to be the bridesmaids again as we go into the Emirates semifinals? This is for a spot in the championship. Can we get it there? Getting ourselves a quarter, and who else? He's been quiet. He's been quiet this whole entire second half, but when we need the captain most, Wang Yang Jr. goes ahead and steps up, rising above like an Alaskan salmon. It absolutely trounces the ball. Perfect placement. No one saving that. And look at this. A little bit more liquid football. And Alphonso Davies isn't going to miss from that distance. Well, he actually did miss from that distance earlier, but this time he didn't miss. He's really more suited on that left mid. I will say that much. And now, this is my new thing. He's a weapon! One punch man! Going one touch man. Look at that. Arrows perfectly. Decide that in just the first time he touches it, destruction. Absolute decimation. And we move on, boys, to the FA Cup final. One Punch Man picking up a man of the match, but heartbreak in the regular season with one match to go. It is impossible for us to catch Bournemouth, and once again we will go into second place at the end of the season. Frustrating, man. A little bit of a dick punch, but we can't be mad about it because we got big boys. Chelsea in the FA Cup final. Morata actually still with this team, and early on this game was dictated by mistakes. I give it away to Willian. Then he gets over here, fires. Very close. And then once again, another terrible misstep. I misread the direction of Talisca, which leads to a quick counter. And this time I am punished. Chelsea find it through who else? Unrealistic. Morata never scores. Unrealistic FIFA 19. I say nay, but looking back on a fantastic shot, puts it top ends. We're going to have to claw our way out. A thing of our own making. But look who it is! I told you! He is a weapon! An absolute thunderbolt! And yes, destruction of the flag! Look at this. Wrong sides the defender. Gives up too much space. And this was it. A hard-fought match. Let me tell you, I do not want to play Chelsea ever again because N'Golo Kante is a total turd in that midfield. And he absolutely intercepts everything. But we had to go ahead, try to find the last one. Liquid football once again, but not too far away. Another brilliant chance. It's been our bread and butter the whole entire thing. Off of the woodwork for Carrasco. Chance after chance after chance. How many more would be denied? And then Chelsea with their chance. And then Bang Wang's turn to go ahead and deny them. The save of the season, point blank sitter. And that's the Morata that I know. Bang Wang coming in clutch. And look, you guys gave him the giant throw in. And I was like, oh, I couldn't find it. Aha! I had the giant throw in. I could use it there. Anyway, moving on. Look at this. He's onside. Pulisic is in. He's through. He fires it wide. A golden chance for Chelsea. This game was wide open. Back and forth. Then Pulisic dancing through. And there again. Laporte showing up big. Obviously could have been a goal there, but stuck a foot out. Saving our booty holes again. And then point blank range. One Punch Man. He's only good from long range. He's only good because that was an absolute sitter. And then I thought for sure I was going to score here. But look at Chelsea swarm in. And that would be the final opportunity as this is going to pens, ladies and gentlemen. And I do not like my chances in pens up against the ultimate difficulty CPU. Heung-min Son steps up first. Frozen to the spot is Kepa. And look at this. We take an early lead. Bang Wang using all 6-7 of his frame. Paulinho. We take a 2-0 lead. But Pulisic. Momentum shift right there as we go ahead and miss our captain. Wang Gang Jr. misses. Insigne, I thought it was going down the middle, but I pressed it too far. And Insigne puts it past us. And then Alphonso Davies with another crucial miss. Kante, I had to read this correctly. And I did. I knew you were going down the middle. You turn. Come on, Punch Man. Please. He does it. And with this, Bang Wang could go into the history books and give China their first piece of real silverware if he can block this. And he does! Going on a right, a terrible pin, but it doesn't matter. China, Guangzhou are the FA Cup champions. We've done it, boys. Get hyped. And there it is, the captain, overwhelmed, tears, joys, and honor. And for China, China, #1. Well, we're actually #2 in the league, but in the FA Cup, we're #1. And it just feels so good after 3 years of futility, after being crushed by Premier League team after Premier League team in the FA Cup. Finally, we capture what we could not and become the first championship team to win the FA Cup in God knows how long. So a little bit disappointing that in 3 seasons we've yet to win the league, but we gained promotion all 3 times, so I mean that's what really matters. And we got our first piece of silverware. And now, since it is the end of the season, I want to go really quickly and do a squad report, and then we'll go over our MVP candidates for the season as well as who we should probably nationalize. But let's go into it right now. We finally have a potential B special keeper. He's 17 years of age and he's 6'5", although Bang Wen had a phenomenal season. After a very shaky start here, he's quickly come on and grown by +8 this season. Chinese steroids strong. You can see most notably, he's got 85 in goal kick dive, handling, he's got 80. Basically, he's got 80 in everything except for positioning, but I'm sure he'll get there. Then we have Hagao, aka the Shrimp Dumpling, who grew by +4 up to a 71. Wengang Jr. grew by +4 up to an 82. Yuan, aka Money, grew up to a 76. Kai's Browning only grew by +1. He didn't get a lot of play time, but as you see, we have nationalized him to China. Emmerich Laporte didn't grow by anything, but he's already a freaking 88. What do you want from him? And you can see that he did get a couple of +1s here to short passing and heading accuracy. Tomiyasu had a nice season playing mostly at center back. He grew by +2 up to a 78. And now here's another thing to note. Dennis Okara, you might remember him. He was one of our first center backs that we got from Nigeria, but we have nationalized him to China. In fact, you're going to see this across the board. All the Nigerians on this team, all the Brazilians on this team, I've nationalized them all to China. Been in our youth system long enough. They lived in China long enough. Unless it makes sense. Maybe we'll give them a Chinese name. Vote up in the I thing. Augie Wang, who's been our starting left back since forever, he grew by +6 up to a 76. Thick Dong grew by 3 up to a 63. We got to get him +2 more for the meat. And of course, your glorious leader, Nathan Dye, grew to a 75. But in actuality, the reason why he grew so much is we took a Chinese player out of our academy and then we altered him to fit my physique and my, natural athletic ability. Then we had Lubu, the Chinese warlord, who grew by +5 up to a 75. Big thing to note, already 87 in the sand tackle. Beautiful. Hulk went down to a 79. And here's the big thing. Once we get into the Premier League, quick reminder, Hulk, Paulinho, Talisca, all of the guys that were in the CSL but aren't of Chinese nationality, we're going to boot them off of the team. It's going to be all China every day now that we're in the Prem, except for 3 foreign players. We're still allowed that so we can test out certain players and hopefully nationalize them. Ho Hugh, aka Biggie Smalls, sneakily has gotten up to a 77. He has the potential to be special, and he does come in at a whopping 4'11". He's a guy that I think we should totally be giving a lot more shine to. Unfortunately, he only has 1-star skill moves, so we got to start bumping that a little bit higher. But at 4'11", he's got 94 ball control and 93 dribbling. This is without us even touching him. He didn't win any awards. He didn't win any stream awards. He's just naturally that gifted at dribbling. This is our Chinese Messi, and we don't use him enough. Definitely in the Prem, where we're focusing more on him. On his Prem, newly nationalized, only grew by +1, even though he had a fantastic season. Kung Punch Man grew by 18. He was also the winner of the MVP of the last episode, so that netted him 2 +5 upgrades. In here, we gave him +5 to stand tackle. That's why his stand tackle grew by 18. And then we gave him +5 in strength because he was a little bit weak. But honestly, shouldn't we give him 99 strength? I mean, he is one punch man. Vote up in the I think is that we should. Alfonso Davies grew by +2 up to an 80. Very nice. Yana Carrasco stayed at an 87. King Lee up by 2 to a 78. Anderson Talisca stayed at an 87. Tahit Chong grew by +3 up to a 76. Roger Guedes grew by +2. Heung-min Son stayed at an 86. And as you can see, I also converted his primary position from left mid to striker. Ule stayed at a 78. Hung Kwok Song, aka Kim Jong-un, only grew by +1 to a 76. And then the big one, Wonton Wang Ohimovic had himself a season of growth. +7 all the way up to an 81. The regen of Zlatan Ibrahimovic at the age of 19 is 81 rated overall with 93 dribbling, 85 finishing, 81 ball control, 84 short passing, 88 shot power, and then you go to his physicals, they're even better. 90 acceleration, 89 agility, 91 balance, 89 sprint speed, and 83 in attack positioning. If he continues on this trajectory, it is scary to think where he's going to end up in a couple of seasons. And that is it for the pertinent people. As for the MVP of the season, I personally think that it's really a 3-man race, I would guess. Like, honestly, off of merits, I think it should be Kimchi the God, aka Heung-min's son. He contributed 20 goals in all competitions, as well as 11 assists, and was absolutely fantastic, a pleasure to play with. And my second contender is Andreas Pereira, who from a center mid position contributed 16 goals, including probably goal of the season contender. Like, honestly, a better long shot than Quan Punchman did all year, as well as contributing 7 assists, and had an average match rating of 7.5, which is actually 0.2 higher than Son. And then for the Bants, because honestly, I don't think he got enough play time, because he just didn't get, he only made 17 appearances. But in the games that he appeared while I was actually using him, a weapon. Anytime where you just had a sliver of daylight, I would just shoot with them. And you could see it. He was the difference maker in the FA Cup game. The only way to get past that dastardly Conte was with One Punch Man. So those are your 3 candidates for MVP of the season. I also might throw in Bang Wang, honestly, because he saved our ass countless times and he was the hero of the FA Cup. As for players that we should look to nationalize, I think this is easily a 2-horse race. It's Anderson Talisca, who we've had since the inception of this series. Had another fantastic season, scoring 15 goals and getting 14 assists. And he's just tremendous. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's 6'3", can play a myriad of positions. He's also our free kick specialist. He's good at finishing. He's good at defending. He's good at passing. The only issue is this is his high point. He's gonna stay at an 87, and he is 27. And the other guy is one of our other top-rated guys, and that is Aymeric Laporte. The reason why I think we should go Aymeric Laporte over Talisca is for the simple fact of its position of need. We don't have any good center backs for some reason. I keep on scouting in China, but I just can't get a potential to be special center back. He is 26, so he's relatively young. He can play next season as well as probably make it to the next World Cup after that. And he honestly made such a difference going up against those higher caliber teams, especially like the Man Cities and the Chelseas of the world. He was invaluable because he was actually in the right position and made tackles. So yeah, those are my 2 top dogs. And honestly, whoever we don't nationalize out of the other 2, I'll still probably have as one of the 3 of our foreign players because they're just that good. Remember, next season is going to be Marco Polo exchange, so we'll be going after Italian players. So leave your top high potential Italian youngsters you've yet to be capped in the comments down below, and if you see any familiar names, go ahead and vote them up so I see them. And also, now that we've made it into the Premier League, do you want me to slow down the series a little bit? Maybe go 1 to 2 months per episode. Since this is our first season in the Premier, it's a little bit more special, and thus we can kind of get into the stories of these Chinamen and then kind of build the lore around this team as well. Like, how the hell are we able to nationalize these people if technically we're playing in England? And the answer to that question will be in the next episode. So yeah, go ahead and vote up on that and all the other things in the eye thingies. But that is going to be it for our time in the championship. This is episode 10. The next season is going to be start of a brand new season, brand new thumbnail. So go ahead, be looking out for that. And yeah, if you haven't gotten all caught up, go ahead and click over here, Dance Boost. I'll put you to the playlist. Or if you want to check out my latest FIFA 19 experiment, especially for my boys in the UK. Apparently my videos aren't being sent out there. I don't know why, but YouTube be f***ing up. So please go ahead, hit the notification bell. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for me. If you're watching this on Saturday or Sunday, go over to Twitch. I'm hanging out. So hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, stay to yourself, stay humble, and until next time, guys, joy game.